Hi everyone, welcome back to another 30-minute Vinyasa class. So this is another fantastic all-rounder class. We're going to be stretching out through the hips, the spine, but we're going to have more of a focus on opening up through our shoulders. We're going to be opening them and strengthening them. So it's a great class to do if you find yourself, if you're sat at a desk all the time, or if you find yourself hunching over a little bit too much throughout the day. I know I do. So it's one of those classes that's great to just open them all up. I hope you do enjoy it. Please like the video if you do. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. If you ever fancy joining any of our live classes, we have them 3 times a week. They're 60 minutes, full classes. Sometimes they're power classes. They're so great. If you want to join any of those, I'll put all the information in the description below. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you back on the mat. So we're starting today's class in Child's Pose. Take yourself down to your mat. You can either have your knees together or you can take your knees out a little bit wider and then walking those hands out in front. Just spreading the fingers on the mat, closing your eyes. If your knees are out wide, just feeling that nice opening through your hips. And then just starting to focus on the breath. Noticing the body. And as we deepen the breath, take a big inhale in through the nose. Letting it go all the way down into the belly, all the way into the back, expanding out into the room. And then exhale, slowly let it go. And again, big inhale. And long exhale. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. This time coming up onto your fingertips, so tensing up onto your hands, activating your arms. Take a big inhale, and as you do that, lifting the body away from the ground. And then as you exhale, melt the chest down a little bit further, opening up into those shoulders. And again, inhaling, lifting. And exhaling. Sinking down one more time, inhale and exhale. And then from here, we're gonna plant those hands, lifting all the way up into our tabletop position. Just bring those knees in so they're underneath the hips. Checking in, make sure those hands are underneath the shoulders. We're just gonna rock a little bit forwards and backwards. Just start to warm up those wrists, stretching out through those forearms. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then from here, moving into our cat-cows, we inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin, draw those shoulders back. As you exhale, rounding the back, really press down through those hands, just warming up through the spine. Inhale again, scoop the belly down, lift the chest. Exhale to round the back, press down through those hands, look up towards the belly button. And again, inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest. And exhale, rounding the back. Find that tabletop position again, that flat back. Here we're going to inhale, lift the right arm up towards the ceiling, opening that chest. That hand can even fall open a little bit more. Inhale. As we exhale, that hand comes down, thread it underneath that left arm, reaching underneath towards that left-hand side, just hovering it above the ground. And then inhale, we open up. And exhale, thread it through, reaching under. Inhale, we open up again. Moving with the breath, exhale, threading it through. This time, we can bring the side of that shoulder down. The side of the head can come down and just finding that twist through that upper back. Gently press through that left hand. If you want, you can walk that hand up towards the top of the mat. And like we did, tenting up onto our hands, just lifting that arm up a little bit, rolling that shoulder back. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And then bringing that hand back down in front of the face. We take a big inhale, lift all the way up, right arm up and open. Exhale as we bring that hand back down. Moving through the other side. Inhale, lift the left arm up, opening the chest. Exhale, thread it through, reaching underneath, over towards that right hand side. Inhale as we open up again. Exhale as we reach underneath. Inhale to lift up, open that chest. Last time, exhale, thread it through. This time we can bring that shoulder down. Make sure your hips aren't rocking over to one side, but they're staying above your knees. And then just pressing down through that right hand, or walk the fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Think about rolling that shoulder away from the face, twisting through that upper back, opening through those shoulders. Inhale. And exhale. Bring that hand back down in front of the face. We inhale, lift all the way up, open that chest. And then exhale, bring that hand back down, tabletop, just wiggle out through those shoulders, through those ribs. And then finding even more space in those shoulders, we're going to keep the hips above those knees where they are and start to walk the hands towards the top of the mat, melting out through our chest, opening up through those shoulders, coming into our puppy dog pose. The forehead can come down towards the mat. Pressing down with our palms into the ground, opening through those shoulders even more. If you want to, you can take the gaze forwards, bringing your chin down towards the mat. Inhaling here. And exhale. Slowly now walk those hands all the way back up. Find that tabletop position again. Here we take that right foot, turn it out towards that right hand side, just 90 degrees, and then roll the body open towards the face, that left. So we're in this assisted side plank. So we've got our right knee down on our right arm, and then reach that left arm all the way up overhead. Big side stretch. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. This inhale, really using your core, we're going to lift all the way up, bring those arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, we bring the palms at the chest. Now we're going to reach over towards that left foot, nice and long, reach that right arm all the way up and over. Side stretch towards the other way. Take the gaze up towards the ceiling if you want, inhaling here. As we exhale, we're going to windmill those hands all the way down, bring ourselves back to our tabletop position. Going through that other side, so take that left foot out towards the side, rolling the body open, lift that right arm up, finding that assisted side plank, reach that right arm all the way up overhead. Palm facing down, rolling that shoulder back. Inhaling here, exhale, reach a little further. And then again, really using that core, using those obliques, we're going to lift all the way up. Bring those arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, palms at the chest, elbows out wide. And then take that right hand over towards that right foot. Left arm up and over. Big side stretch the other way. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And windmilling those hands all the way back around. Find that tabletop position. Once again, just wiggling through those shoulders and those hips. And then when you're ready, tucking the toes, start to lift those hips up to your first downward facing dog. Little bend in the legs, make sure those feet are hip distance apart. Pressing down through those hands. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. Just walking out through the feet. Drawing one heel down at a time. And then from here, we'll walk the feet all the way up towards the top of the mat. Take your time, feet hip distance apart, little bend in the legs. Swaying side to side here, releasing that back, let that torso be nice and heavy, those arms be heavy. And then from here, we're going to roll all the way up to standing. rolling through each vertebrae of the spine, coming all the way up. And then once we get there, we'll roll those shoulders up, back and down, palms facing forwards, tucking that pelvis underneath. Activate your muscles in your core, squeeze your glutes, inhaling here, big breath in. Exhale to stay. From here, we're going to inhale, reach those arms up overhead, interlacing the hands, and then flip the palms to face up towards the ceiling. Inhale here, lift them a little higher. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes, start to press your hips forwards, and take those hands just a little bit further towards the back. So you find this little back bend, don't take it too far, just make sure we're protecting that lower back. And then inhale, come back up through center. Here, release those hands, circle them all the way around behind you, interlacing behind our backs. We're gonna roll those shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, let's take a forward fold, still with those hands interlaced. Let your head be heavy. Doesn't matter where your hands are, even if they're just still towards your lower back. Still thinking about rolling those shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale to stay. One big inhale, release the hands, sweep them all the way up overhead as we stand up tall, palms touch. Inhale. Exhale, bring the palms at the chest, elbows out wide. Let's bring our feet together, toes touching. We inhale, lift the arms, palms touch. Take that little back bend, press those hips forwards. As we exhale, we take a forward fold. Inhale here, slide the hands up the shins, find a flat back. And then exhale, we fold again, squeezing the core, draw yourself down. Inhale, we roll up to standing, bring those arms up overhead, palms touch, take that little back bend again. And then exhale, palms at the chest, we go again. Inhale, lift the arms, squeeze those glutes, press those hips forwards. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find your flat back. Exhale, we fold again. Try to get that nose towards the knees. Inhale, we roll up to standing, bring those palms together, little back bend. And exhale, palms at the chest. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. This time a little different. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right leg back, all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. As we inhale, sweep those arms up overhead, bring those palms together. Exhale, we stay, press those hips forward, stretching out through the hip flexors. Inhaling here. And exhale to stay. Start to reach those hands back towards the top of the mat, tuck the back toes. Take a big step up to float the back leg up. Inhale. As we exhale, nose towards that knee, finding a standing splits. And then take that foot all the way down towards the top of the mat, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, arms come up, press those hips forwards. Exhale, palms at the chest. Other side, inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step that left leg back, big step back, drop the back knee, untuck the toes. We inhale, sweep those arms up, bring the palms together. As we exhale, we stay thinking about pressing those hips forwards, tucking the pelvis underneath, really stretching out through the hip flexors. Inhale, we reach those hands a little higher. Exhale, we stay. Then start to reach the hands towards the top of the mat, tuck the back toes. Big step up to float that back leg up. Inhaling here. As we exhale, we fold over that standing leg, standing splits. Trying to get that floating foot a little bit higher. And then we bring that foot all the way back down, toes together. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. Inhaling, rolling up to standing, arms come up, palms touch. Exhale, palms at the chest. Inhale again, we lift those arms. Exhale, take a forward fold. Moving with the breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time plant the hands, step both feet back to high plank position. Shoulders over the wrists, strong core. Exhale, take a chaturanga. So drop the knees if we want to. We lower down halfway. Then flipping onto the tops of the feet, press through those arms, finding upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, take those hips up and back, finding downward facing dog. From here, we're going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, we step that foot back between those hands. Big step up. If we need to, just drop the back knee down, step that foot a little higher, and then we lift that back knee up again. We rise up into our high lunge. Bring those arms up overhead. Exhale, we stay. Bend into that front leg a little bit more. Inhaling again, find space. This time, exhale, we bring those hands down. We're going to step back through our vinyasa. So stepping back through our chaturanga halfway. Inhale, back bend. And exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Other side. We inhale, lift that left leg up. Exhale to step that foot through between the hands. Big step up. Shimmy that foot forwards if we need to. Let's rise up. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, we stay. Bend into that front leg. Stretching out through those hip flexors again. Inhaling. Long exhale, bring those hands down. Step back through your vinyasa. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Staying here now, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhaling, check in with your downward dog. Make sure you're not rounding in your back. If you are, just bend into those legs a little more. Press through those hands. Inhaling again. And exhale. From here, let's lift that right leg up again. Inhale. Exhale, we step it through. Straight away, we rise up, high lunge, bring those arms up. Inhale. And straight away, exhale, we'll bring those hands down, back through your vinyasa. Lots of chaturangas today. Building that strength. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it through. We rise up into our high lunge. Sweep those arms up. Inhale. Straight away, exhale, hands come down. Take your chaturanga. Strong through your core. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. From here, just shift forwards back into your high plank. And then we're going to lower all the way down onto our belly. Nice and slowly, untucking the toes. From here, bring your forearms down into our Sphinx Pose. So we want to make sure our elbows are directly underneath our shoulders. We've got our palms flat down on the mat, and our hands and our forearms are parallel with one another. So draw those elbows in. From here, just roll those shoulders back. Press down through those forearms. Find this opening in your back. If you want, you can start to press through the hands. See if you can lift the elbows off the ground, straightening those arms. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the elbows back down. Now from here, if you want to, you can interlace the hands, but really we want to focus on keeping those hands parallel. They don't want to come out, and we don't want those elbows to come out either. So those elbows really want to stay nice and close underneath our shoulders. From here, we're going to tuck the toes underneath, press through those forearms, squeeze that core, lifting up into our low plank to start with. And then from here, we're going to start to lift the hips up and walk those feet a little bit closer towards our elbows. This is our Dolphin Pose. So this is like downward facing dog, but just on our elbows. So we want to still think about those feet hip distance apart, still pressing down into those forearms. See if we can get that face further away from the mat. We don't want to be collapsing into our shoulders, but we want to be activating them and pressing them down. Taking the gaze in between the forearms rather than looking down towards their feet. Inhaling here. If you need to, if you want to, you can walk the feet a little bit closer towards the elbows. Inhale. If this feels okay, you can have a go at lifting one leg. Still pressing down through those forearms. And then switch the legs, bring that foot down. Lift the other leg. Inhale. And exhale, bring both feet back down. Let's lower the knees down and tuck the toes. Take yourselves back into your child's pose. Let your arms come down by your sides, palms facing up. Let the shoulders round. Inhaling here. Exhale as we stay. From here, if we can, take a hold of our heels with our hands. A nice grip around those heels. And then what we're going to do is we're going to start to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. And you're going to feel this rolling on towards the top of your head. And still pulling against those heels with your hands, you feel this opening in your shoulders and in your back, rounding your back. Inhaling here. Exhale as we stay. This is rabbit pose. Inhale again. And then exhale, slowly lower those hips back down. Release those hands, reach them out in front. And then we can slide all the way through back onto our belly. Coming all the way down, untuck the toes. From here, interlacing the hands behind our backs. And once we're there, we're going to roll those shoulders back and start to use that lower back to lift the chest. Inhaling here, lift those hands a little bit further away from the back. And then we can start to activate all the muscles in the legs, lifting the feet, the knees, maybe even the thighs start to draw up. Inhaling here, find lift. Exhale as we stay. And then slowly lower back down towards the mat. Release the hands. Bring one side of the face down towards the ground. And just rock those hips side to side. And then when you're ready, either taking that pose again or coming into bow, where we bring those feet in towards the body, and then see if we can take a hold of the feet with our hands. So wherever we are, we want to think about rolling those shoulders back first, find that lift through the chest, then using that lower back to find even more lift. If we're in bow, we start to kick the feet into the hands to find that height, bringing those knees, those thighs off the ground. Inhaling here, find a little bit more space. And then exhale, we slowly lower back down. Release the feet, bring the other side of the face down towards the ground, and just rock those hips side to side. Inhale, and exhale. And then from here, just roll all the way onto your back. If you want to, just keep your head up at this end. Pick yourself all the way onto your back. And then from here, start to bring your right knee into your chest, drawing it in. And then plant that left foot down, just underneath your hip, so you can cross that right ankle over the top of your left knee. Pressing that right knee away, either staying here or you can start to draw the other knee, that left knee, into the chest. Interlace those hands behind that thigh, just draw that knee in a little bit closer. Working into your hip here, inhale. Exhale to stay. And again, inhaling. And exhaling. And you draw that knee in a little bit closer. Maybe that right knee presses further away.
And then slowly now place that left foot back down. Keep that right ankle over the top of that left knee. And then you're going to take both knees over towards the right. So you're going to find this twist, and hopefully your right foot is still on top of that left knee. Just adding like a little anchor, pressing it down, finding more of a stretch through your hips as well as through your back. Inhaling here. Exhale as we stay. And slowly now come back through center, let that right leg go out long. As we bring the left knee into the chest, give it a little squeeze, draw it in. A little rock side to side. And then we'll plant that right foot down, cross that left ankle over that knee. Already starting to press that knee away, finding that opening in the hips. And then we can start to bring the right knee in towards the chest. Inhaling here, take a breath, take it all the way down into the belly. And then as you exhale, can you pull that leg in a little bit closer, finding even more space. Inhale. And exhale. Making sure that that left knee is still drawing away. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly now bring that right foot back down. And then we're going to take both knees over towards the left. So that left foot is still on top of that knee, drawing it down. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhale. And exhale. Slowly now bring those knees back, and then we're going to let both legs go out long, finding our Shavasana. Take the feet out towards the corners of the mat, arms by the side, palms facing up, your body nice and open. All the muscles completely relaxed now. Closing those eyes. And just let all of that lovely work, all that opening that we found, completely settle in. And we just stay here now for these last couple of minutes. Just slowly start to find some movement back in the body. In the hands and the feet. And then back into that breath. You want to start to reach those hands up overhead. And then from here, rolling over onto your side. Bring the knees into the chest. Keep those eyes closed. Take just a moment before bringing yourself all the way up into a comfortable seated position. And then once you're there, just roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Bring the palms together at the chest. Namaste.